All right, welcome back to the channel. So, Gervonta Davis says to Devin Haney and George Kambosos Jr., I run the lightweight division. Y'all don't run ish, And also, he was caught eating some gunpowder as well. I mean, what are you doing eating gunpowder? Crazy Gervonta Davis. I'm going to break it down for y'all. Let's talk about it in this video. King Jr. got another video for y'all. Please sure that you like and subscribe to the channel to get all your latest boxing news. With that being said, looks like Gervonta Davis was caught eating some gunpowder. I don't know why he's eating gunpowder. Maybe he's trying to get dumber than more than a box of rocks. I don't know what Gervonta is doing. I guess he ate the gunpowder to prove how tough he was. So I just wanted to touch on that for a brief second. If you guys want to find out, I think there's a video of him eating it. Just type in Gervonta Tank Davis messes with gunpowder, eat gunpowder. I think Calvin Ford gave him the gunpowder, telling him eat this gunpowder, stuff like that. I think it was like a reference from like a rap song, whatever, and not, and stuff like that. And so he ate the gunpowder or whatever. But anyway, Gervonta Tank Davis told basically George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney, y'all don't run S in the lightweight division. Stop playing. So, well, first of all, we're going to see if Gervonta Tank Davis is going to make these big fights. And we know that he's leaving Mayweather Promotions after he's done with the mandatory for the WBA regular against Rolly Romero. So there is no excuse for Gervonta Tank Davis not to get the big fights with the top guys between 135 and 140, in my opinion. So we can't sit up here and blame Floyd Mayweather anymore of Gervonta Tank Davis not getting him the big fights. Gervonta Tank Davis is willing to stay with Showtime and PBC. He just won't be doing business with Floyd anymore. So there's no excuse for Gervonta Tank Davis not to make these fights happen. But anyway, I feel like Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't run the 135 division. The man to beat at 135 pounds is George Kambosos Jr. We could say everything about Tank can do this, Tank can do that. Well, we can't say Tank can do this because he hasn't fought the best opposition. Okay, he fought a couple names, but he hasn't fought the best opposition. He hasn't fought no more good names than George Kambosos Jr., and he hasn't fought no more good names than Devin Haney. So you don't run the 135-pound division, but you can run the 135-pound division. We just got to see you fight these guys. So I don't know. Now, Devin Haney is willing to fight anybody at 135, but we don't know how long Devin Haney is going to stay at 135 pounds. And George Kambosos Jr. Was willing to fight Gervonta Tank Davis as well. Before he tried to maneuver around Devin Haney, not one undisputed, he wanted to fight Tank Davis as well because he knew that Tank Davis was the cash cow. And Gervonta Davis was willing to fight George Kambosos Jr. without the belts. So, but anyway, guys, I feel like that Gervonta Davis will be that guy at 130, 140, 35 pounds and 140. But he has to fight these guys. We know that they have put Gervonta Tank Davis in a spot that he will be the mandatory between the winner of Devin Haney and George Kambosos Jr. In my opinion, I don't think Tank Davis is going to get that fight. I think it's somewhat of jealousy that Tank Davis cannot get his hands on the belts, and he knows that the winner between that fight between Devin Haney and George Kambosos Jr. would be the king of the lightweight division. And I think Tank Davis can beat all these guys. It's just the fact that we got to see him prove it. And to me, I think him and Devin Haney will be a massive fight. I think between him and George Kambosos Jr. will be a stellar fight. But a lot of people, personally, I wanted to see the fight between Vasily Lomachenko and Gervonta Davis. We know that Vasily Lomachenko was promised by Bob Arum that he will be facing the winner between Kambosos and Devin Haney for Undisputed. He said it's always been a dream to be undisputed at 135 pounds. And so, who knows, due to the business of boxing. So, Gervonta Tank Davis might not even get a shot at those belts because the WBA, in my opinion, is more the raciest sanctioned body ever. And they're going to be like, look, Gervonta, we're not going to give you this fight. Vasily Lomachenko was already in the mandatory before you was the mandatory, so we're going to give it him. So Bob Arum already has a 3-fight deal with Devin Haney. So after he beats George Kambosos Jr. twice, Vasily Lomachenko will be the guy next to fight for the undisputed belts. And Devin Haney, in my opinion, I think he will fight Gervonta Tank Davis. But it's not going to be at 135 pounds. It's going to be at 140 because Devin Haney already says that he really can't make the weight. And Devin Haney, these might be his last 3 fights at 135 pounds. And I would like to see Devin Haney clean out the 135-pound division. But if his body's not going to let him make the weight, his body's not going to make the weight. I'm not making excuses for Devin Haney. Devin Haney says he already would fight Gervonta Tank Davis 4 years back when he was super young throughout his career and stuff like that. So he's not ducking no smoke. I don't know about George Kambosos. Maybe he might do it for the payday and stuff like that. But Gervonta Tank Davis says that he runs the lightweight division. He runs ish around there. So y'all need to stop playing with me because I'm coming for all y'all. Well, Gervonta Tank Davis, prove me wrong that you the man at 135 on down below 140 pounds. Prove me wrong. To be honest, I don't think Gervonta Tank Davis beats Devin Haney. I don't think he beats Devin Haney. If he's going to beat Devin Haney, he's going to have to catch Devin Haney with something that he doesn't see. But that's just my opinion. But a lot of people are going to feel like Tank Davis is going to beat everybody. Who knows? Let's make the fight. We all want to see the fight happen. I'm riding with my boy Devin Haney at the end of the day. With that being said, guys, it is what it is. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. This is your boy King Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.